Out on a walkie walk. Thought I'd do some talkie talk. I was hoping to see some birds here in this wetlands that I hadn't seen in a while, but I saw a couple of red-winged blackbirds a few minutes ago, but I have those at my feeder all day back at the house, so I'll let you know one pops up. Haven't seen a blue heron in a while. It's good blue heron country. I wanted to just share my thoughts on the hobby, at least my hobby right now. National in 3 weeks. I'll be walking the National, walking the floor, looking in showcases, trying to figure out how to make my dollar stretch. One popular YouTuber made a video saying, where's the hype for the National? And I'm hyped, mostly because I'm not, because the cards, because the hangouts and the getting to talk about cards and all the stuff that comes with it. But I've already bought my big card for this year. And so it's not like I'm not excited, but I don't have the bankroll I might normally have. That's not going to stop me from having fun and not going to stop me from being excited. By the way, one popular YouTuber bought that same Cobb card at the National last year. And if we were to have a one card showcase showdown, I would win that one. So put one on the board for Eddy. I'm having fun, of course. But I have been able to kind of reset my savings and get some stuff, get some more funds together. So should be good anyway. And I see someone coming this way, so I'm going to pause this so I don't look like a sociopath. I'll only be acting like one. Yeah, I'm going to be arriving a little bit later on a Tuesday than normal, but I hope to go right to the convention center and get my credentials before they close down for the evening. And then I got to kill a couple hours because I don't really know of anyone else that'll be in then. And I'm not even sure I have a home for that night, but I'll figure that out later. That's a minor detail. But I'm excited. Got some more money, and I'm just really going to focus on fun, which is what I should be doing anyway. Absolutely. Another thing, Eric, the Card Closet, who I was fortunate enough to meet in person last year, put out a mistakes made at the National video, and he asked anybody else, hey, have you made any mistakes at the National? And I got one I'm going to share with you. This actually happened last year. Wednesday morning, a bunch of us went out to breakfast. Let's see, it was some roommates, John 380's kid, Theo Clemente Collector. In a nearby room, Matt the Card Story and his family, Dave, Legends of the Dugout, and Jeremy Lee of Sports Card Live. I think that was everybody. We went out. We actually got the shuttle guy to take us from our hotel to the diner. It was about 3 miles, and we just slipped him $10 or whatever we would probably normally give the Uber guy anyway. But it was nice because we all fit on the little bus, and even got his number, and then he came and got us too later. So that worked out lovely. But I ordered omelet, I think, or breakfast sandwich, and hash browns. And I like the shredded hash browns when they fry them up and they're got kind of crisp texture. And then I smother them in ketchup. And my wife says I ruin it, but that's what I like. So interesting thing happened. The waiter brought the ketchup and butter on a plate, 2 plates, and on the plate were those little metal cups filled with ketchup and butter. And I thought that was weird because I didn't see any other ketchup on the table, so I grabbed one of the ketchups. I think I grabbed 2 of them, dump them on my hash browns, and start going to town. I'm 1 bite in. I thought, man, these are the sweetest hash browns I've ever had. Did someone dump like some syrup in my hash browns? And I got halfway through another bite, and I'm realizing on the plate in the little metal cups was butter and jam, or butter and jelly. And everyone had a good laugh. And my waiter felt bad for me and brought me some additional hash browns. So I ended up with 2 shares. I'm not sure that I needed them, but ended up with 2 shares. And I ate the rest of the ones that had jam on them, and my new ones with ketchup. And I waddled out of there. But I had a good attitude. I can be laughed at, and it doesn't hurt my feelings. As a matter of fact, I have deemed this new mixture jam browns. Jam browns. So if you want to try jam browns, you do that. But that is maybe one mistake I made at the National that I won't be repeating. If I do it, it'll be on purpose. I don't know that I foresee that happening. Really only one more thing that comes to mind when it comes to national stuff. And again, it doesn't have to do with buying sports cars. But in Cleveland, I had these great roommates, a lot of them, and the frat house, which you probably heard about. But when I got to the show, it got really weird because I didn't have a car. There's no restaurants nearby. And I just didn't put myself out there and say, who's doing something for lunch? Who's got something going on right now other than walking the floor? And that's on me. Because if I want to hang with people, I gotta put myself out there. And that's my advice to anybody. Sports card community is great, but you have to be willing to plug into it as much as you are willing to receive the friendship benefits of being a part of the community. And I just kept waiting for stuff to happen. I'm stuck there with no car, and later in the week I've learned that people are doing all these day excursions and this and that, and I got feeling really bad. When I left, I felt really bad, which I didn't need to. I mean, I spent all this money. I had great roommates. It really was a great time. But I don't know, I just couldn't get out of my own head. And probably one of my best friend in the hobby was there, and I should have just said, when can we hang? But I kept waiting for things to happen to me instead of making them happen. So don't make that mistake. Make the jam browns mistake, because that mistake is delicious. But if you want to hang, hey, hit me up. Send me an email. I'll get you my phone number, or it's on Discord, or I'll plug it on there if you're not on Discord. And I'd be happy to hang out with you. And whatever. I mean, Chicago's a little different because you have stuff nearby. But in Cleveland, if you didn't have a car and you didn't make a stink about it, you had to eat that food cart food. And it's delicious once or twice, but after that, you start getting the bloat. But put yourself out there. I'm at the National. I'm friendly. Hit me up. What are we doing today? If we need a break, a respite from sports cards, can we have a lunch? Can we sit and find a place to sit and compare what we've got? We'll share our pickups for sure. But you got to put yourself out there, because that's when real good stuff happens. Little geography for you. Some mountains. That is Lyman Mountain. And then over there is Cultus Mountain, right there. Right there. That is Haystack. Further down, further upriver is Little Haystack. And then I get a little bit lost. I think that is Iron Mountain. And over there is the parking lot. And if you can see those flags, do I have them in here? Hard to tell, it's so bright. But there's something over there that's really cool I'm going to show you. There's our flags. And what this is, over here, there's a bunch of names. And over here, there's a bunch of names. And this is, oh, here's a sign. Veterans Plaza. Made possible through generous donations and support. So this is a Veterans Remembrance area. And there are a couple very special ones over here. They've only been here a year. Oh, there's a spot for future expansion. Will I be able to find them? Yes. So, Clarence here. My dad's dad, who tragically died when my dad was but a wee boy. Over here, my Uncle Bert, who just celebrated his 81st birthday. And the most important one, right here, my dearly departed brother. We knew my mom put this together because she does all this stuff. But we knew this would have meant a lot to him. So we got these put on here, and there's a lot of names. These are all people from my little valley here that serve the country. So every once in a while I'll swing in here and sit on a bench for a while, say a prayer or something like that. But that's it for now. I hope I didn't get too personal with my second national story, but the point is, I learned from it, and last year just had a great time the whole time. And so I'm just saving you from having to do the learning part. Anyway, that's it for now. Until next time, remember, we don't count subscribers, we count friends.